Hello and welcome back. My name is Ellie and I am a small scale cut flower grower here in Taupo, New Zealand. Now today I wanted to talk to you about snapdragons and snapdragon groups because I remember years ago being so confused by snapdragon groups and what that meant for sowing and planting times. I also have some very exciting news that I would love you to stay tuned for if you are interested in sharing that with me. So I thought I would go through snapdragons today. Now snapdragons are classified in groups from group 1 through to group 4. Now all this means is they are classified in how they react to a few different conditions. Now those conditions are light, temperature and day length. So snapdragons are filtered into those categories based on how they react to those three things. Now what this means, put very basically, is their bloom time. So snapdragons in group 1, they like the colder temperatures, they like the shorter daylight hours, meaning they will bloom the earliest in that late winter to spring. And then if you go to the other end, snapdragons group 4, they like the long days and they like the warmer temperatures, so they are more of your summer bloomers. So if you think of snapdragon groups in bloom time, it makes it so much simpler. So if you think as group 1 as the first to bloom, and then group 2 will bloom, and then group 3 around that late spring, early summer, and then you've got group 4. So it's just the bloom time, put very basically. I will put up on the screen now a quick show of when those bloom times are for each group. Now I also remember being super confused about what this meant for planting. When do I plant them? Do I need to plant group 1 first and then group 2 a month later and then group 3 and so on? It is so easy. So snapdragons are hardy to USDA gardening zone 6. I am zone 9B here in Taupo, and most of New Zealand I don't think comes under that USDA gardening zone 6. So throughout New Zealand you can just plant all of your snapdragon groups in autumn. Plant them all at the same time, and it just means they're going to bloom at different times, which is perfect. It's like a natural succession planting. Now snapdragons are cold hardy, meaning they are going to survive frosts once established, so you don't need to worry about planting them through that winter period. I'm going to sow all of mine this weekend hopefully, if I am onto it. So I don't even plant any snapdragons now in spring. I've found my spring sown snapdragons, they're way more susceptible to things like rust and other diseases, and I've found that their stems are much shorter, thinner and weaker compared to my autumn sown snapdragons. So I will sow now in late summer, ready to transplant those snapdragons in autumn. So if there's one rule that you remember, just take away that you can sow all your snapdragons in late summer, all your different groups, they will just bloom at different times. Now I'll pop up on the screen here now some of my favourite varieties in each of those groups. But you can also see on seed packets, they make it very easy. So you can see here I've got the Costa category of snapdragon, and they are group 1 to 2, and then the apricot is just the colour. So the packets make it really easy, and you'll see when you are looking online and doing your seed shopping, they'll often show the group on the website as well that snapdragon is in, so keep an eye out for that. So these Costa ones are going to be my early ones, and then I tend to sow right through to my, I don't think I've got any here, Potomac snapdragons, which are group 4, and the Potomac are my favourite group 4 snapdragons. I have been posting on YouTube for almost a year now, and I have some very, very exciting news that I am now monetized, which is amazing because it's going to help me carry on making these videos, but I could not have got there without anybody watching my videos. So I really appreciate everybody that tunes in, everybody that likes and comments and shares my videos. It's incredible. And I'm really going to try and be more consistent now because I definitely dropped off a little bit there when life got busy, but thank you so much to everybody who has helped get me here. I really appreciate it, and I now have $1.65 in my YouTube account, and that is so cool. I started sharing on YouTube because I love watching YouTube videos, and I found it so helpful over my years of growing and gardening to follow YouTube accounts and learn that way. So I wanted to share the little things that I know. I definitely don't pretend to know it all because I'm learning and failing every single year and every single season, but I really appreciate all of your support, so thank you. And I will see you next time. I hope this video on Snapdragons has helped get your head around it, because yeah, it's way more simple than it seems, but I will see you next time. So I thought I would go through with it. So I thought I'd go. So I thought I'd go through with it. Now I also, and I don't even bother. Sorry. Another one? We'll wait. Urban life.